Hey, Jennifer DeClaire here, the Bar Exam Mentor. I'm going to walk you through a few things that you can consider if you are trying to gather the courage, the strength, and the motivation to retake the bar exam. Sometimes it's difficult to move forward in our retake efforts if we haven't pinpointed what exactly we will do differently in this upcoming experience. Now, you may or may not have the chance to go over your prior scores and see where you didn't do as well and what areas that you could improve in. But the way that our work goes, the style in which we work, allows you to kind of bypass the surface results that you got and get down to the deeper problems and solutions that will then naturally yield higher scores. So, in keeping with that style of work, let's dive deep into how to really process your last bar exam and what things you might change moving forward. Before I dive in, I want to point you to two ways that you can work with me below. We hold a bar pass plan talk where you can do this kind of overview of your bar exam experience and pinpoint the areas to improve in, and you'll get a solid plan on improving that. And we also do our confidence kickstart call where you can, again, do the same review. And instead of figuring out how to do it by yourself, you can get my personal help to walk you through the process of improving in each and every one of those areas. So look below if you want to find ways to work with me. And I also have a ton of courses that you can use at your pace in the privacy and comfort of your own home to move you through the mental and emotional barriers that might be keeping you from passing the bar exam. So if you just got your scores and you realize I have to retake this bar exam. I know I'm going to retake this bar exam. This is not a dream I'm quitting on. Yet I don't want to move forward with it without knowing exactly what I'm going to do differently this time. Then I encourage you to start with this simple process. Simply look back over the few months that you spent studying, maybe even the time leading up to your study season, and ask yourself, what were my top difficulties and challenges during that time period? What things got to you the most? Now, I don't mean academic. Oh, I couldn't seem to um, spot all the issues on the essay. I get that. Go a little bit deeper. What what happened that caused you to not be able to spot the issues on the essays? Were you distracted? Were you scared that you wouldn't spot the issues and so it became a self-fulfilling prophecy? What exactly was occurring? Okay, I didn't get high enough scores during practice sessions. Go a little bit deeper. Why? Did you not have blocks of uninterrupted study? Why didn't you have those blocks of uninterrupted study? Do you have weak boundaries? Right? Are you people policing a bit too much? When you go deep enough, you're going to find the culprit, the reason is something that probably shows up in other areas of your life outside of the bar exam, which is why I love the work that we do. Because in solving the underlying issues that are affecting your bar exam, solving that, it improves all the other areas of your life too. And so people get a life-wide improvement when they work with us for the bar exam. For this reason, we specifically focus on the mindset and the state of your heart when it comes to your bar exam. Look over the history of your bar prep and ask yourself what were your, let's say pick three difficulties or challenges when it came to preparing for, scoring well on practice, and actually taking the bar exam. What were your top three difficulties? When you find that and you dig a little deeper into the why, why couldn't I get high enough practice scores? Why couldn't I get consistent high scores? Why couldn't I show up to my studies on a regular basis? Get down to a little bit of a deeper level that when you look at that reason, it shows up in the other areas of your life too. There are other places where this affects you too. When you get to that level, now we have something to work with. And now it makes sense. Now you know that there are things that you can change that will positively impact your bar exam, because study harder is not the answer, right? Usually you studied hard enough. And if you didn't, there's another reason, not having to do with willpower. There's another reason why you didn't study enough. And if that reason is resolved, then you will naturally study enough. This is why we go deeper to the mindset, right? Handling those areas takes care of the eventual success of the bar exam. Also, for this reason, I urge you to start sooner rather than later on this sort of inventory of your bar exam, because handling those deeper things is separate and apart from studying for and passing the bar exam. Handling those things will help you to do the study part easier and faster with less emotional exhaustion, but they are separate things. And so if the sooner you can take care of the deeper underlying, let's say, stumbling blocks that keep you from doing what you have to do on the bar, the sooner you can address those stumbling blocks, the sooner you can get to purposeful, focused, in flow studying preparation for the bar exam. So if you want to go through this process of identifying what's underneath the culprits on the bar exam, and you want to get help on piecing together the solution for yourself, what will I do to address those deep factors so that I can see improvement in my life and on my bar exam prep? Then again, look below for 2 ways that you can work directly with me on that. And if working live with me or someone is not within reach for you at the moment, I highly suggest you look into Retake Success, which allows you to, at the very least, unpack and discard some of the baggage that tends to roll over from bar exam onto bar exam, and will allow you to break free enough that you can bring your normal resources, your normal discipline, your normal faculties to bear on your studies and do better without the baggage weighing you down. So look into Retake Success below. If you're seeming like wanting a appetizer, a pre-taste, or not knowing if diving into live help is the thing for you yet, go ahead and look at Retake Success and start unpackaging that baggage so that you can soar. That's what I have for you today. Go ahead and do this inner work so that you can do better on your next bar exam.